Hi, it's Mike Stevenson here. Today in this video we're going to look at a new feature in Turbo 360 aimed at helping you do cleanup. So in Turbo 360 we have features that can identify resources you may not be using, but you can't always clean these up straight away, so you might want to create a plan of how to do these. So in this video we're going to have a look at a way of combining Turbo 360 and Azure DevOps to do this. So here in Turbo 360, if we take a quick look over managing my BizTalk 360 team, we've got a few resources in Azure that get used to support that product. Now, what I can see is that we have a virtual network, and Turbo 360 is identified within that virtual network. There's a subnet in there that might not be being used anymore. So some of the cleanup features we've got would be covering things like VMs not being used, SQLs not being used, VM disks lying around that are not attached to any resources. Quite often, people delete VMs and forget the disk. So there's loads of different scenarios where you end up with resources no longer being used in your environment. So in my Turbo 360, I've got a channel up here configured in the notification channels for Azure DevOps. So you can see Mike's DevOps project. And what that lets me do is I can send notifications from various parts of the product to Azure DevOps. Now, what I'm going to do next, if we jump over to DevOps, you can see here's my board. There's nothing really on the board. So we're going to have a look at how I can manage this cleanup task in DevOps. So if we go back to BizTalk 360, optimizations, right sizing, and what I can do is I can choose that one here and I can say, right, let's trigger a notification. I'm going to use Mike's DevOps project, and that's going to send that notification over to Azure DevOps. And if I just move my little widget here, you can see the little icon there shows me that I've triggered a notification for that. So I know I've sent that to my plan. Now, if I jump over to DevOps here, so you can see this this optimization recommendation work items appeared, assigned to me, and you can see here. So if we just highlight a couple of things, so I've got this this subnet here that's looking like it's idle, tells me where it is, that it's a right size and recommendation. So any of those cleanup activities we can create as work items that I can then manage in DevOps. So if you think of my team, we come into the next sprint, we might pick up a few of these activities. We can move them over to the fact that we're going to be doing these activities. And the thing is here with some of the cleanup, you can't always do them straight away. So it's good to have a way of managing in the tool you're already using when you're going to implement these activities. So we hope this is a really handy feature for people. And obviously, I can go and change the name if I wanted to, make it something a bit more, clean up the subnet or something like that. But we hope this feature really helps people manage cleaning up these activities. You could, one of the things you could do if I was the FinOps person, I could assign that task to a specific team. I could have channels for different team projects. So I could go through the different teams and say, assign this one to the infrastructure team, this one to the integration team, and we can get people set up with a plan to get rid of some of this waste that we've got lying around costing us money. Thank you for listening to today's video. We'd love to hear your feedback on this feature.